The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am over the moon excited to share with you 6 DIY Dollar Tree Christmas decor crafts. So this is another episode in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home boutique gorgeous on a teeny tiny budget. Now, if you need some fall decorating inspiration and crafting inspiration, I did over 100 Dollar Tree fall decor DIYs. I'm going to link the I Love Fall series playlist down below, as well as last year's I Love Christmas series with over 100 Dollar Tree Christmas crafty decor projects. But let's go ahead and get our Christmas crafting on. Plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create a super adorable snowman hat centerpiece. I'm going to take this Dollar Tree hat. It is left over actually from the 4th of July holiday, and then some of this Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid ribbon. It's left over from my fall crafting. I'm just going to add a dab of hot glue over here to the side of it, and then I'm going to make this more holiday inspired by adding some of this Dollar Tree holiday ribbon. I'm going to trim that off and then add some of this Dollar Tree evergreen greenery and say hello to my pupper and my daughter. They are just popping in to give me some snuggles and love and cheer me on. I could not do this without them. Now I am going to pop in some ribbon that is not Dollar Tree. I did order some of this on Amazon. This is some really pretty kind of plaid ribbon, so I'm just popping this on to the edge. You can also use some leftover ribbon that you may have in your craft stash from last Christmas, or maybe you're like me and just ordering things online, but pop in some beautiful Christmas ribbon. I'm also adding in some candy cane ribbon. I want this hat centerpiece to be really festive, like Frosty the Snowman has come to town. So have fun, add some Christmas goodies to your beautiful hat and go for it. Now lately I have been inspired by some Mackenzie Childs DIYs, and I did order some Mackenzie Childs ribbon during their online barn sale. So just a little tip from me to you, especially if you're selling your crafts, buy some more high-end ribbon and just use a tiny bit of it at the front of your crafts. So I used the inexpensive ribbon towards the back of this hat centerpiece, and then I'm using this high-end beautiful ribbon towards the front of my snowman centerpiece. Now, I do not sell my crafts anymore, but I used to have an Etsy shop many years ago, and that was kind of a little trick. I do love over-the-top designs, and to do those designs, to add layers and layers of ribbon, sometimes you have to supplement it with some cheaper ribbon and then add in some higher end ribbon. I'm also adding in some really cute little baubles here. These are just Dollar Tree ornaments. They're fun, festive, and sparkly, and Dollar Tree is also carrying these picks. Now, they're not the best quality, but for only $1, I'm popping a couple of them into the back of the little hat here. Again, use what you have in your stash. I guess if you guys are like me, you may have tons of holiday goodies already in your stash, so have fun with it and get creative. But this little snowman centerpiece I think would do Frosty proud. Now, you guys know I'm totally crushing on the glam look as well, so I couldn't resist adding in this beautiful glam jewel from totallydazzled.com. I also think that it's a fun way to make a memory centerpiece, so if you have a beautiful jewel, maybe from your grandma's memory jewel box, pop that in. I will leave a link to totallydazzled.com down below my description box. They have beautiful jewels for very inexpensive, but here is how it came out. Oh my goodness, I am so in love with this. Also, don't forget to customize this to suit your decor. I make creations for my home decor, but you guys can easily change this out to use ribbons that are going to suit your home decor. So shabby chic, glam, girly, Mackenzie Childs inspired, maybe you do ocean theme, whatever you love to decorate with, customize it to suit your fancy. Have fun with it, get creative, and go for it. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take some clear plastic Dollar Tree party plates and some of these cute little party napkins. I got these off of the Mackenzie Childs website, but you guys can use any napkins you might have in your crafting stash. I'm going to take some Mod Podge and an old makeup brush and just Mod Podge some glue on them, and then take the napkin and just lay that down on the plate. I want to create kind of a cute little ornament that looks like a plate and then add a giant bow to the top. I actually started working on these crafts back in July. I had the idea to do this and I've been hanging on to this craft for so long, so I'm super excited to share this with you guys. Now I'm going to go around the edge of the plate with my Deco marker. I found these on Amazon. You can also find them on Michael's Craft Store, and this paint pen works amazing. You could also just use some gold paint, that will work as well. So Dollar Tree also carries, these are like a little cocktail size clear plate. I found this works really nicely. Also, I wanted to let you know that I did not peel the inner layer of the napkin off. I found that that made the napkin a little bit too thin. That was just my personal preference on this DIY. Now, I did find this snowman napkin on Amazon. And so you guys may want to check on Amazon for this, but Mackenzie Childs does have some really fun new holiday napkins out, or you guys can just look at Dollar Tree for holiday napkins as well. So have fun and go for it. Make this your own and just, you know, get creative, you guys. Look and see what you have in your stash. You could also do this craft with some pretty craft paper. It doesn't necessarily have to be a napkin. Also, if you don't have Mod Podge, you may even try just using some Elmer's glue. So this is just an idea. You guys take it and make your own. So again, I'm just using Mod Podge and then laying the napkin down and then adding a layer of Mod Podge on top of that. Now here's a fun little tip. If you guys pick up the really thin little party plates, you can actually use a hole puncher and just punch an ornament hole in the top. I wasn't able to do that with the really small cocktail plates, but there were some thinner little party plates that I was able to do that with. So you could just go basic and pop a little Dollar Tree ribbon in the top of that. That would be super fun. Or you could go super extra. You guys know me, I just love to go totally over the top. So I'm actually using some of this Mackenzie Childs ribbon. I had it left over from a Halloween DIY that I did. And a lot of you all ask me what I do with some of my seasonal DIYs. A lot of times I will take them apart and repurpose and reuse some of the ribbon. So this is one that I had taken apart and I'm repurposing and reusing this ribbon. So here's a little bow trick I'm going to share with you guys to make a tiny little bow. So you can just take a piece of scrap ribbon and just take and hot glue it end to end, add another little dab of hot glue and then pinch it in the center. And then you can take another bow, layer that on top of the bow and then tie it off with a pipe cleaner. I hope this is making sense. It kind of creates like a little tuxedo bow, and then add that to whatever craft you're making. So this is just something to do a little bit extra. Now I have a tail cut right here, and then I'm just using that Dollar Tree ribbon to tie it off in the center. And then I'm also going to leave it a little bit extra long to make a hanger for my ornament. So fun and fabulous. And this was just a plate that was just a party plate from Dollar Tree. and they come in a stack of, I believe, 6 to 10. So think about how many ornaments you guys can make. And that snowman napkin had 2 snowmen on it, and so you guys can make a bunch. Even though the napkins are about $6 for a whole pack, there's a bunch of napkins in there. So really you guys can make about, probably 20 ornaments. If you needed to make a ton of them, it would be a bit time consuming, but now I did take apart one of those Dollar Tree picks, and I added some of the little ting and the little fancy goodies to the center. But this is a really high-end ornament, and if you've ever looked at the Mackenzie Childs website, you will know that their ornaments are really, 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 really expensive. And we made this for next to nothing, minus the plate and then the cost of the napkin and some pretty ribbon. The sky is the limit, you guys. Take this, run with it, make it your own, customize it to suit your decor colors. So, make it the colors that you're decorating with, whether it be pinks or golds or glam, winter wonderland, reds, whatever you love, customize it and make it your own and have fun with it. Get creative, and again, go for it. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to make a super adorable Santa hat wreath. I'm going to take this witch hat wreath form from the Dollar Tree. This is from their Halloween section. So if you guys are shopping, go ahead and grab a couple. And I just want to take off the tinsel. And then I want to give you guys a little tip. Go ahead and trim those little edges off the top part. You're not going to need those on there. And then I'm going to take a roll of the Dollar Tree red Deco mesh and then just a pipe cleaner, and I'm going to take the pipe cleaner and just pipe cleaner that Deco mesh to the top. Now, not all Dollar Tree Deco mesh is created equal. I will tell you that from the get-go. Some of their rolls have plenty of mesh on the roll and some of them do not. This one was really puny, so I ended up having to use 2 rolls of this Deco mesh to cover the entire top of the witch frame. Usually I only have to use 1, but keep that in mind if you're doing this and recreating this craft. Now, I was lucky enough to find some of the Dollar Tree Deco mesh in the buffalo check plaid, and I am going to cut 8-inch cuts, and we're going to make bundles of the curly Q bundles. So go ahead and begin to cut strips here of 8 inches of your Deco mesh. Now you guys can use any color that you love. And I will tell you that Walmart is going to carry this buffalo check Deco mesh. Okay, so just a little side note in case you get in a panic and you have to have the buffalo check plaid mesh and you didn't find it at Dollar Tree, because Dollar Tree is not created equal either. Now, I will tell you too, go ahead and cut those pipe cleaners in half because you don't need a full pipe cleaner for this project either. Once you have your little Deco mesh cut, you can go ahead and roll them into little curly Q bundles, and you're going to use 3 curly Qs per bundle. So just roll them into like a little taco or burrito thing here, pinch them together, do a little happy dance once you have those 3 together, and then you can take your pipe cleaner and super easy peasy, watch right here, all you do is pinch it together and twist it up. This is nothing hard. I promise you guys can totally do this. Once you have your bundle made, you're just going to want to attach it to the outside of your witch's hat wreath form, and I like to attach mine to the center rung, and I also attach 3 bundles to the outside of the rung and then 5 bundles to the larger section. I'll also tell you that I used 5 rolls of Deco mesh, and I'll also tell you that it helps to go ahead and pre-make up your bundles. That way you can just go ahead and attach everything all at the same time. Put on a little show, make a cup of coffee, kick back, and just have fun, and then go ahead and begin to attach all of your bundles. So I went ahead and left this part in because a lot of people ask me how to assemble it. So here is me assembling it. So I start at the top and then I just work my way down. And again, I'm just using that center rung, and I poke the little pipe cleaner through, twist tie it around, clip it off in the back, and then turn it over, and I just keep working my way around. For the next part of this DIY, you guys know what's coming. We have to make a giant bow for our Santa hat wreath. I'm going to whip out my Easy Bow Maker, which truly makes bow making super easy. I bought mine on Amazon, but it's way cheaper at Michael's craft store. Use your coupon, or you can also find it on Deco Exchange. I'm using this Dollar Tree sparkling red holiday ribbon. It's going to shed like crazy and drive you bonkers. If you don't like glittery sequin ribbon, find something else to use. But I'm starting out and I'm using a 7-inch across. So if you have the Easy Bow Maker, you're just going to go 7 inches across either side. Then I'm using my Dollar Tree fall ribbon. Yes, they had buffalo check ribbon at Dollar Tree. Who knew? How fun and fabulous. You guys can see it's seen better days, but that's okay. It's going to be at the back of my bow. I do love to repurpose and reuse everywhere I can. Now I'm going in with this tartan plaid ribbon, which is going to be super hot this season. I will tell you, I ordered this off of Amazon and it is terrible quality. Also, I'm using some of the striped ribbon. It's left over from my Halloween crafting. I do try to repurpose and reuse as much ribbon as I can. That's going to save money on your crafting. So you don't have to buy new ribbon for every season. Take a look at what you already have. I'm also repurposing and reusing this red buffalo check plaid. It's super hot again this season. It's being shown at Walmart, Big Lots, and Pottery Barn. So you guys, it's in, like it or not, and I still love it. So now I'm using this Mackenzie Childs ribbon. It is my favorite this season. I absolutely love it. It's super expensive though. I bought it during the barn sale. So a little tip from me to you is buy a nicer ribbon and use it at the very front of your craft. It is the smallest ribbon in this. And I did keep these about the same size. I made them just a little bit smaller as I went along. So with the Easy Bow Maker, it just holds your bow right here in the center and you just go side to side with your ribbon. It's super easy. I did tie it off with a pipe cleaner in the center, and then I'm adding another ribbon from Dollar Tree to cover up my work. That's just going to give your work a little bit more of a boutique finish. Now there's a prong that's on that witch hat wreath, and I'm just going to tie my beautiful fluffy bow onto there. You can see I'm finding that prong, and then I also added some little baubles. Those were just some little Dollar Tree baubles from one of their picks. I cannot believe Dollar Tree is carrying picks. I also matched in a little bit of bow at the top and then added some poofs. That's just going to give my pretty little wreath some interest, and I am totally, absolutely crushing on it. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to do something fun and easy. I want to take some of these little Dollar Tree, they're just little hang tags. tags, and I believe they may be even chalkboard hang tags. I'm going to customize them to make them just customizable little gift tags. So I'm using this, it's a Primo marker, and I'm just adding names to the top of them, and then I'm using this pretty little gift paper. It has a little red truck. It's from Hobby Lobby. I just cut it out, and then I'm using some Mod Podge, but you could just use regular Elmer's glue. Surprisingly, I do not have any glue. I cannot find regular Elmer's glue in my stash, so I probably just need to pop on Amazon and order some. Anyway, I'm adding some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to pop this onto little hang tags. This is just a super easy peasy craft. Sometimes you just need to pop in some easy peasy crafts. So I'm also going to hot glue some little pom-poms to the top. Now these are pre-made pom-poms. I'm going to suggest you guys go ahead and grab some of these if you can. These were at Michael's on clearance. They were actually during the spring season, but they should still maybe have them. Maybe they're not on clearance, but they come in like an already pre-done roll. I'm really finding they're really awesome. You can also make pom-poms out of yarn, but look at how cute they look. Oh my goodness, I think they're super adorable. And again, you can customize these to suit your fancy, and they're going to look so adorable on my kiddos' packages. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take this Dollar Tree little package box, cardboard box, and I'm going to make a fake cake out of it. So I want to start out with the base of it, or actually it's the top, but I want to make it the base of my cake. And so I'm going to take this holiday ribbon, and I'm going to trim the edge of the box with the holiday ribbon. I'm going to trim around the entire thing with a dab of hot glue and add the sparkling ribbon. Then I'm going to take some of the peppermint candy cane Dollar Tree ribbon and layer that on top of it. I want it to be really fancy, like it's going to be a high-end cake. I want to make a 3-tiered cake, almost like it's a mini kind of, oh gosh, I don't know, wedding cake. So I'm taking this featherweight spackling. It's by DAP. And I will tell you that Dollar Tree also sells a featherweight spackling. It's in a little bit of a smaller container. I did buy this off of Amazon, and it was $7. And I bought a larger container because I'm buying all of my craft supplies online right now. I'm not going anywhere. And so I did just go ahead and do it this way. But you can find the featherweight spackling at Dollar Tree. So look for it there, or if you're like me and you're trying to buy things online, just go ahead and buy it online. And this is going to give you a lot of fun fake cakery that you can do. So I'm also taking this Dollar Tree craft tool. You can also just use a butter knife, whatever you have on hand, and you're going to begin to spread your spackling. It also can help. I have had people tell me that they add just a tiny bit of water, and that helps it spread a little bit easier. I don't add water to mine, and I do okay with it, but I do have to work around it quite a bit. The other thing I did was I took 2 ribbon rolls and I cut them apart just a bit, and then I added the spackling around them to make my second tier. So here is my second tier, and it looks like a hot mess. And then I also hot glued a piece of cardboard to the top where the hole was, and that way I could add the spackling to the top. But once I had my 3 tiers all together, they just stack on top of each other, and the spackling kind of holds them together. So take a deep breath, because the spackling can be a little bit tricky to work with. When you're starting out, you may just want to do 1 tier. That's just a little note from me to you. I have done these for the last couple of years. I don't do them that often, so I try to give myself some grace. I suggest you guys give yourself some grace always when you're crafting. Now, I'm taking some of the Dollar Tree candy cane ribbon, and I'm just going to wrap this around and then hot glue it from end to end, and that's going to hold it on there. The spackling also kind of holds it on there as well. I also have these cute little peppermints. I actually found these at a garage sale last season, and I just broke them apart, and I'm adding them to the top, and then I also hot glued a bunch of them to the base of my cake, and I'm thinking it's looking super adorable, fun, and fabulous, and it's going to go perfect in my Christmas crafting studio. And then once my house gets decorated for Christmas, I'm going to pop it into my kitchen, kind of in the little area where I make my hot cocoa station. I think it'll just be super duper adorable and oh so perfect. Now, this is the first time I've ever used this DAP Quick Seal. I've seen other crafters use it before, so I'm just going to be trying it out, but it was absolutely perfect, and I will tell you guys, try this out. I believe they sell some Quick Seal like this at Dollar Tree, but try this out because it's great to fill in those crevices, because I will tell you, and you guys probably can't see it in the video, but if you look up close, I had a really hard time getting in really good with the spackling, so this was perfect to kind of fill in those edges. And if my hand was steadier, I could probably make some like really pretty swirly things. My hands got pretty tired today. I do have neuropathy in my hands, so I wasn't able to make as pretty of swirlies as I wanted, but here's how it turned out. And you guys, I think it looks really cute. Okay, it's not perfect, but hey, we're giving ourselves grace today and we're going for it, and it just looks perfect in my Christmas crafting studio, and I think it's a delicious fake cake treat. Now, it's calorie free and absolutely wonderful, fun and fabulous, and oh so great. I think everyone will be delighted to have one. What do you guys think? Comment down below if you guys like to make some fake cake tricks. I think this year too we should try to make some fake cookies. I've never tried them, but let me know what you guys use. I think maybe people use clay to make the fake cookies, so we'll have to check that out. Maybe I'll look online. If you guys make fake cookies, drop a comment down below and let me know what's the best thing and the most inexpensive thing to use, because you guys know I like to do things on a budget. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to repurpose and reuse those Deco mesh rolls that I shared with you guys how to make the Deco mesh Santa hat wreath. I always save my Deco mesh rolls. I also like to use toilet paper rolls to make these, but I just make little Christmas ornaments by taking some ribbon, and this is also a great way to repurpose and reuse like scrap pieces of ribbon, but I'm just taking the ribbon and I'm wrapping it around the Deco mesh roll. You could also use scrap fabric. The other thing is it's a great way to add decor in to your Christmas decorating that's going to match. So, you know, if you're trying to match in and make a theme happen, which is kind of what I'm trying to do with this. So I'm using the buffalo check plaid, and then I'm adding the little pom-poms onto here. And I really don't even know what this might actually be called, except for we're just making like a cute little poofy pom-pom Christmas ornament. That's what we're going to call it. It's poofy pom-pom Christmas ornament. So I'm adding little poofy pom-poms onto here, and I found the pom-poms. They were actually on a roll at Michael's on clearance. Super fun and fabulous, but you guys can always make these out of yarn. I'm just tying a cute little shoelace bow with some Dollar Tree inexpensive ribbon, and a shoelace bow is just a bow that you use to tie your shoelace with. So just like you tie your shoelace, that's a fun and easy little bow. Pop that on to your pom-pom ornament, and you have a very fun and easy ornament. And this would be a great craft for kiddos. Always remember though to help them if you're using a hot glue gun. You could actually, now that I'm looking at this, you could maybe even make this into somewhat of a person. I'm looking at this upside down while I'm doing this voiceover, just thinking out loud. Okay, let's just keep them as a pom-pom ornament. Anyway, my mind does crazy things. So I'm also thinking that this is a fun little kind of tartan plaid ornament over here. And again, I'm just mixing this and matching this with some of the fabric scraps that I had left over. I also used some of that Dollar Tree table scatter and added some little stars to it. These are fun to also pop into a hot cocoa mug. See, I have my little vintage Santa hot cocoa mug. I found that at a thrift store last year. You guys, thrift stores are so awesome to find Christmas mugs in. Now, as always, I asked you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video. I just have to know what you guys loved. What are you guys crafting and working on right now? Are you going to be doing some Christmas crafting? If so, I want to hear what you're up to. And if you're still fall crafting, what are you fall crafting? Let me know. Drop a comment down below. And we also have a giveaway going on right now. So the secret question of the day is, when do you guys start shopping for Christmas presents? I know it's totally early, but it's never too early to start picking up some little goodies here and there. So I know some of you guys are already Christmas crafting. You know, I slipped and let you guys know that I've started Christmas crafting actually in July. But comment down below and let me know when you start doing a little bit of Christmas shopping. I would love to hear when you guys start that. So I love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you as always for being here, and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video. And I hope you all are having a gorgeous, blessed weekend. I can't wait for the next video. More crafting to come, and I love y'all so much. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. I want to encourage you guys to keep up the good work crafting and decorating. I feel like crafting and decorating is so good for your heart and soul. Plus, it just makes you feel good to make something cute for your house. You make a cute bow for your Christmas tree or your wreath and you say, hey, I made that. Plus, you can make something for your neighbor or your grandma, and it makes somebody feel good, especially something handmade. So just keep going. I also want to invite you guys to my little YouTube family here. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. It is totally free. Click the bell. It will update you every time I post a new video, and you guys can watch my YouTube videos. I also have Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. I have a free little group page where everybody over there is having so much fun posting photos of their home decor and their DIY projects. And I know that that is sometimes a stepping out of your comfort zone to share photos of your home decor and DIY projects. So props out to there for everybody that is encouraging one another on their projects, because everybody is at a different spot, and you guys are so awesome with all of your kind words and comments towards one another. So keep up the good work. Sometimes the kindness and comments just blesses my heart. It blesses my socks off, you guys. So keep being kind, because you guys just keep one another going. It's just like the kindness train, and we need that, guys. We need that. Okay. Also, I have an Olivia's Romantic Home Instagram page. I share behind the scene sneak peeks of my DIY projects, as well as my new puppy and my cat and my kids and all that fun stuff. So I love you guys to the moon and back. I can't wait for the next video. Remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. And until then, we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.